So this is what's known as a Monroe Adding machine. It's a 1953 model, I believe, and it's a very, very early example of a calculator, basically. You generally find them in banks, accounting offices, and anywhere that was processing large quantities of numbers like checks or payroll, receipts, things like that. It's quite a complex machine, but it's very logical in what it does. So you have this top row of numbers here. This top row, that just counts the number of cycles that you wind this handle, or when you wind this one. So if you count it in tens 5 times, it will change that number there to 5. And this bottom one is your actual calculation line. So 1 add 1 would show 2, 2 add 2 would show 4, etc, etc. So I'll show you now. So if we press 1 and then add, spin this dial there, so it's gone to 1. Keep spinning it and it'll just keep counting up in ones. 4, 5, and you can see that top line has now changed to 5, so that tells us that we've ran 5 calculations. If I change it to 2, add, it'll now go up in 2s. So 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and it should start to go up 11, 13, 15, 17, so that's counting up in 2s. Now if you clear it with this one here, so nothing's pressed in, and then wind this handle backwards, it will reset, wind it forwards, it resets the top row back to 0, so we're starting a new calculation. So we clear it, and yeah, so now it's clear. We have to wind the handle backwards to reset it to 0. So it resets it back to 0. Everything's on 0. We can start a new calculation now. So if I wanted to go up in tens, so it's ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 100,000s, millions, billions, etc. So if I wanted to go up in tens, these bottom ones are all pressed in. These represent 0. So if I press 1 plus, it will start counting in tens now. 10, 20, 30, 40, etc, etc. Cancel that. Reset to 0, and you can count up in some really odd numbers if you wanted. So let's count in thousands, hundreds, tens, singles. So what I've pressed in there is 1,234. So if I wind it, it's going to keep counting up in 1,234s. The mechanism gets really stiff when you're using more and more higher numbers. So you can see it just keeps counting up 1,234 every time. So we've done 9 cycles there, and it's given us the figure. It is also electrical, this. It has a power connector on the back. It's very heavy. I've never actually tried it in the electrics because I daredn't. I think it's an American standard as well, so 110 volts, which won't work on UK